The government keeps screaming there's no money for this, there's no money for that, no money to carry out projects, this and that. In fact, the truth is there is really no money in the country because the allocations that are supposed, the IGR that are supposed to come from states are not even coming in. How many states really have, businesses that are actually thriving well in the states? Aside Lagos State, that is actually a very good commercial city that a lot of IGR is being generated from there. How many other states? Just a few. And how many are actually remitting all of these revenues from their states? But that is not really the case. The surprising thing about all of this is what the Zamfara government actually did because, Ramadan is just by the corner. And but guess what? They have already spent 2.9 billion on Ramadan welfare. Like, are they seriously serious on Ramadan welfare? You are saying that the state is in a sorry state, and yet you are spending 2.9 billion naira for just welfare for Ramadan. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, we get to find out why he had to do all of this and what they are doing this for. More details, but please ensure you stay tuned, relax, and enjoy. Of course, this is Saffron Media, and we are here to give you the most trending, exciting, reliable, authentic, sizzling hot gist from Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. So relax and stay tuned to the end. Don't forget to like our videos, don't forget to share our videos, and don't forget to give our video a thumbs up. That is a like. Yes, without further ado, my dear friends, let us dive right into the details of this report and let's see what Zamfara government is doing and why they are spending so much for Ramadan welfare. Yes, the Zamfara government has said it's disbursed the sum of 2.9 billion naira on the purchase of essential commodities for the distribution of different people in the states as Ramadan welfare. This was contained in a statement by the State Commissioner for Information, Alhaji Ibrahim Dosara, issued issued in Gusau on Sunday. He said as chairman of the main committee for distribution of this year's Ramadan welfare package is also the speaker of the State House of Assembly, Alhaji Nasiru Magaya, has guaranteed that the palliatives would reach all beneficiaries in the state. He said already the Speaker had inaugurated various committees to ease the distribution. Dosara further disclosed that the 450 truckloads of the welfare packages contained rice, millet, maize, beans, sugar, and milk were being distributed to the vulnerable, less privileged, internally displaced persons, civil servants, and other categories of members of the public. The aim is to help in reducing the hardship being faced by people and to enable them conduct the Ramadan fast with relative ease and happiness. In order to ensure equity, fairness, and justice in the distribution exercise, the governor has ordered for the formation and constitution of committees at both state, local government, ward, polling unit levels with members drawn from political class, labor, traditional, and religious leaders. He explained. He noted that while members of the various committees have been engaged to immediately get into action, they were also warned against any form of malpractice that would deny any beneficiary. This was in addition to the welfare packages to other categories of people, including orphans, people with special needs, internally displaced persons, imams, civil servants, Quranic schools, and other relevant organizations. The main committee gave the following contact numbers, which was 0000 or whatever the numbers were, for complaints regarding the distribution exercise. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that the welfare grains include 60,000 bags of rice, 50,000 bags of millet, 50,000 bags of maize, 30,000 bags of beans, and 10,000 bags of sugar and cartons of milk. This is aside from the consignment allocated for workers, orphans, people with special needs, internally displaced persons, imams, Quranic schools, and other relevant organizations. What a very interesting way to celebrate Ramadan. So, if 2.9 billion goes into Ramadan, I don't seem to understand how we are prioritizing things in Nigeria. Now, a state government feels the best way for him to help his people is to, feed them, you know, and it's been learned that the best way to feed people is actually to teach them how to fish and not feed them. But rather, what the government is doing is feeding the people. And now you are feeding these people, and after the Ramadan they feed, what happens next? Now everything is being politicized. I will say this again and again. Not that the state government should not give. They should give, but not at the expense of the destinies of the people of the states. Yes, why would I say this, or why am I saying this? Is because the same 2.9 billion can actually be used to employ a handful of youth in the country. Yes, a handful in that very state. A handful. Instead of you trying to feed them. Now, if you employ a few, let's even assume you are just employing just 500 people with the 2.9 billion naira, it is enough for them to feed their own families. So if you now look at it from that angle, it's going to reach out to more people than you going about saying because it is Ramadan season, you want to feed people, so you decided to get them bags of rice. And even in that bag of rice, it will be shared into four. So even one person will be getting about, let's say, 20 to 25 kg. Am I saying 20? Not even up to that. Like 15 kgs of rice will get to one person. For how long is that going to last? So really, it is just a way of trying to put the people in poverty so that when you want them to do something for you again, they'll be excited that, yes, he's the one that feeds us when we're hungry and all of that. But that is a very poor way of thinking. That is a very poor mentality, trying to feed the people and feel that that is the way you can hold them to ransom to, go by your biddings and do what you want them to do. It is a terrible way. And our politicians have been like this. They pretend and act like they are helping the people, but in the actual sense, they are not. They are only doing what will make them feel fulfilled or make them run for office again. They are not doing it just because they love the people. I'm very sure at the end of the day, those who do not have good intentions for this country would actually be put to shame. So, my dear friends, that is it from here. Thank you so much for listening. What do you think about the step by the Zamfara state government? Please drop your comment and tell us what you think. Thank you so much for being here. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.